that's also a very good question, because if you looked at the Gambia, I think around 60% of the population are youthful. So whatever programs you have that does not capture the youths, definitely does not. It's not realistic, and it's not representing the Gambia. And like I said there is a ontological development failure. That is what they define development is not development. One of it is youths are excluded. You exclude the youths and you say you have a development plan. Look at the SEPRAS. What does it say? It says jobs are 60% not right. That 60% of the population are saying that this current head of state is not helping in terms of giving out jobs or providing jobs. And if your population is youthful and currently there are no jobs, to 60% believe they are not getting job because the head of state is not providing jobs. That means who is affected? The working age, and the working age are youthful. I don't know if you see the logic. So therefore, belief for national transformation first is to say, okay, we need to, in the Gambia, what is formal? What is formal is what we call informal. What is realistic to us right now? The food on the table is provided by who? The Jaikati Jahatu. But he is called formal, informal. For us to get to our workplace every day, is the van drivers that travel us to our workplace. They're informal. The guy who gets us fish is classified as informal. So what is important in this economy? It's the informals. It is the fisherman, the tailor, the vendor. These are the people that hold the economy today, and we call them informal. And 90% of this group I have made mention, they're youth. So one of the programs, it's to say we have to shift the informal sector to be formal, because that is what is real in the Gambia. If we say the Gambia right now, that is why when you go to university and learn all these fancy things, you don't have an industrialized economy. Our economy is not industrialized. Our economy, it's danga dem am sa bena yire nako dogal ma nga ñewal mako ma dem. Nga am sa buga tabax nga ne okay kay tabaxal ma. Nga buga fence nga ne kay fenceal ma. Sa moto bi pan nga dem nga ne ko ma ne cegal ma lego le sa mu ne la bay ma change system bi ma def ko manual. That's the reality on the ground. But yet, the system, it's definitely industrialized setup. So the first thing we want to shift the informal to be formal first. Because look at it. Somebody who pays the whole funds, you see, this is tax, not so. And then, road tax. These are all monies that accumulates to the government. But koku no tay. So ame dom. So jure. The third day, dafa wara dem jaay jahato because there's nothing covering him. Tay yow mu nek liggéey government. What happens if you deliver? They give you 6 months. You no work, they pay you. Jaakati jahato bi nak. So amé dom, the third day dafa wara dem jaay. Si not lolu, dom bi du na am lum nampa because foog mu lekka dom bi mu na nampa. So the youthful population, they are engaged in the informal sector, but that informal sector is excluded. When funds hit the country, they are not the people that they think of first. So we first of all formalize. Then second of all, the policies that we have in the Gambia, as a result, everybody is suffering, we make them speak to each other. Yalla bim binde doomu aadama, he has a heart, a liver, and every other organ. But he creates systems to connect them. That's the nervous system. That's the endocrine system. That's the circulatory system. We can have different institutions, but there's no connection to connect these institutions to speak together. That is one of the major problems in the Gambia here. So that we will fix. And once you fix this, every other thing will come. Yeah? So for youths, the whole agenda, it's for youths. Formalizing, giving them the skill we need. That is why even we've developed a model called 4:1 educational model. What did the Y results show last 2 months? Only 5.1%. And the university entrance. What happens to the 94%? They can get to MDI, they can get to college, but at the end of the day, 90 or 88% of them are going to sit on the street. That is why the Bagway is calling. This is the hard fact. So we have we've built a model called 4:1. If you read some of these things, you're going to see. And this model is saying, out of the 5 students, 4 of them are going to learn something that is in line with what the development needs in the Gambia. It's like we have a mismatch. Education does not match with development in the Gambia. So we want to first match it. Once you match it, youths are going to be captured because the 2024 census, what does it show? What does it show? 15 to 0 age is 40.8% of the population. That mass, if you put them into this wrong system of education, you are building roads, but you will never have Gambian engineers to fix the road or to build the next roads to come. That's the fact. So that is why we've established this educational model to build Gambians that are going to own the future, not to follow people. Yeah, not to be spectators.